Well, hooty doof, everyone. Welcome to the Nintendo Show. My name.
Who do you do?
It's just that's the new thing. It's 2019. We're back. We're bigger than ever, especially my face on camera. And everyone should be aware of my new catchphrases.
What was
Hooby,
it again?
hooby doof.
Who be do?
Who doobie hoof. I don't know what I just said. I don't remember things like important details. Anyway,
Like children's names, that kind of stuff. I don't know.
my name's Dan Caparello, and this is the Nintendo Show. And with me, as always, is the man of the hour, the cream of the crop of the cream, Michael Fredland.
You're gonna give me a big head.
The crop of the cream.
That's an illustrious title. I'm excited about
You
that
should be so glad that I gave you that because, wow. This is going so well. The first show
It
of
is.
2019, and
It's
just
because we're
can't
like
get our stuff together.
holiday coma.
You
Now
guys
we're
should
back.
know how many times we tried to get together to record this episode, and just the beginning of the year proved to be a difficult time to schedule anything.
Very true.
So, sorry, not sorry. I don't know what to tell you with all that.
Life.
Life.
Life happens.
Oh, life. Oh, life. Anywho, we're going to jump right into the show because we have a lot to talk about, which is the first time that that's happened since Smash came out. Probably.
True.
I think we should just we each have a ton of games to talk about, so we should just go back and forth. Game, Dan game, Michael game, Dan game, Michael game. Thoughts
For sure.
on that format? Okay.
That works.
Good. Let me make your face bigger because your face got smaller somehow. Oh no.
I can step
Stretching
forward.
you. Okay, good. We're good. Feel good about that one. Now, I'm going to go first because I want to talk about my new favorite game of all time, which is Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
Oh,
And this, I saw you playing that nonstop.
my gosh. Is this game great? This game, okay, maybe it's just because I had been playing Sonic 1 and 2 on the
So this is not it wasn't the sequel. This they made special, right?
Right.
It's
Well,
that one?
so
Yeah.
kind of. It's sort of like it's kind of hard to explain because it is sort of a bunch of the best levels from Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, and 3 and Knuckles, and then they added, ooh, I'm not playing very well while I'm talking. They remixed like a bunch of levels, right? So they're not
Right.
all the same.
Okay.
Yeah, like they start out the same, or they look the same, or they have the same style, they have remixed music. But they changed a lot about just how Sonic feels and how the levels
Right.
are laid out. A lot of the like gotta go fast sections that used to
Yep.
be very short in previous Sonic games, they extended so the levels are much bigger.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Because that's the fun part to me. Just spinning
what?
around. That's the fun part to me. I just like spinning
Yeah,
around.
going fast. That's what Sonic's all
Mhm.
about. So
Right.
they also tightened up the platforming, which I appreciated. They just made Sonic feel more controllable, which
That's cool.
previously was difficult because he just sort of was. He would like slide all over the place, which was
Yes.
always not fun. Never not fun. Always not fun. Whatever. Whoa. Oh, I forgot you could do that with the fire shield.
Are you getting blown sideways?
No.
Is that the fire shield thing?
No, that's the fire shield thing. And they like change up all the bonus levels, so they remixed bonus levels. They have bonus levels from all the Sonic games in here.
That's cool.
It's a love letter to all the Sonic the Hedgehog games, and I absolutely
It's Sonic Mania.
it is literally, if you have Sonic Mania is the game for you.
Right.
Even if you're not a huge Sonic fan, even if you're just like, I have a bit of nostalgia for these games or whatever. It's so
It's like
fun.
the greatest hits.
It is. They did such a good job of just making it feel like how Sonic the Hedgehog should have felt. It's like, how do I describe it? It's like how you go back and play Sonic 1 and you're like, this was fun when I was 9, but now since other games have come out, it's kind of meh. They kind of updated all of Sonic's stuff, so now it's like 2019 Sonic, 2018
Right.
Sonic, with the old graphics and old sound effects. It's super duper worth it, and I think I got it on sale. I think it was like $5 off when I got it. I don't know if it's on
And
sale
it's
still.
still not even that expensive. Isn't
It's
it like
$20
30?
new.
Oh, it's 20
Yeah,
new? Oh, that's not even bad.
and there's some really solid DLC, like character DLC, where you can unlock characters and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
So highly, highly
I didn't even
recommend
know
it.
about that.
Yeah. And I think I'm just super in love with it because I had been playing the Genesis Classics collection, and
That's what I saw
I
you
got to
playing.
the last boss of Sonic 1. I got to Dr. Robotnik. Did not collect all the Chaos Emeralds because I didn't push myself
You were
hard enough.
just being a layabout.
Yes. Yes, exactly. So, what am I trying to say? Sonic Mania is a really great game to jump right into after playing those Sonic classics because it really just fulfills all the Sonic you've ever wanted in life and then some. And it's so cool to jump into a level and
It's
you're like,
like
oh, I
the
remember this
Crystal
level from
Pepsi.
Sonic and
The
Knuckles,
Pepsi.
or I remember this from Sonic 3. Like the whole opening cutscene is like a remix of what happens in Sonic 3, and then you jump right into it. It's so fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then you start in the first level in Sonic 1. Tropical land zone, forest
Tropical
zone
Zone.
thing. No, I forget what it's called. But anyway, flying battery. This is a level. This is a remix of a level from Sonic and Knuckles. And I know where all the secrets are if you play as Knuckles, but I decided to play the game as Sonic first. Because I'm boring.
Yeah. I wouldn't have thought of doing that there. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, it's like, there's a lot of weirdness that happens if you haven't played Sonic in a long time, or you weren't into Sonic. You just kind of have to know how to do stuff that it doesn't teach you how to do.
So it's for Sonic elitists, is what
It
you're
is.
saying? Like
It
it's
is.
not for us.
It is for Sonic elitists, Sonic fans, people who had it. Basically, if you had a Genesis at one point in your life,
You should own this game.
you should own this game. That's my glowing
Because
recommendation.
you know it's good.
Exactly. That's my first game that I played all over Christmas break, and I'm still playing, trying to get through it. Well, I'll talk about those later. I got something else really cool that's related to it in a way, but I will talk about it later. It is your turn, Michael. What do you want to talk about?
I got my Christmas Switch games early because they came out early. So I played still a lot. I actually played a lot of Diablo for Christmas. Like when I was at my in-laws' house.
Oh, yeah.
It was really good on the go and I could put it down. And then I got Civ, and so I played a ton of Civ. Because Civ is like, you can like play Civ and still like talk to people, because we were all sitting around. It was Christmas. So.
On the Switch? You played Civ on the Switch?
I played it on the Switch.
How is it on the Switch?
So that was, yeah, because I'd already talked about, Diablo, but it's I like it. I didn't play any of 6 on the PC. I played it for like 30 minutes, but I played a lot of 5 on the PC. And I liked it. I felt like it was intuitive. I think it can be a bit overwhelming though, because it's like a really complicated game just to begin with. But the user interface was cool, and you can kind of use the touchscreen too if you want to. It's basically like the iPad version in a way.
Oh, okay. Is the iPad version the full version?
As far as I know, I just know the Switch version doesn't have any of the DLC, so it's just the vanilla game. But it's still good. Like I'm still, playing like my first round, not first round, but my first game, because it lasts for 100 years.
Right.
And I played it like through all Christmas, and it was nice because like if everybody was coming together in a room, I'd put it down and I could just sleep it. And it's an easy game to like pick up.
So, okay, because to me it seems like it's complicated. Like, I don't know,
It's really complicated. Did you ever play that other game that I talked about, Armello or whatever, that's on the Switch too?
You know what? I bought it. Where is it? There it is. I bought it because it was on super sale, but I haven't played it yet.
That also is like a board game made. It's a video game that could be a board game, but works best as a video game, and that's how Civ is.
Okay,
Like
so
Civ,
it
has all
plays
the
it
components.
plays like a board game.
Yes, like
Okay.
and same with Armello. They both play like board games, but like when you play them, you're like, oh yeah, this would take forever if it was a board game. So it
Right.
makes sense that it's a video, like certain things that you do, you know, and also all the math involved, obviously. But you'd be rolling dice for like days. But
Hey, I play Hearthstone. I'm used to math.
right, you know,
Okay.
But yeah, since I knew Civ 5 from Steam and PC, like I was able to get the new stuff for 6. And it has a tutorial that's pretty intuitive. It's just a lot of systems to figure out, and I like that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, that's cool. Is it hard to get into because there's so many systems, or do you kind of just does it have a tutorial?
it does. Like
For
the
noobs?
tutorials, it ramps up. So like you'll start doing simple things, and then the next thing unlocks, and you'll do more things, and then the next thing unlocks, and the next thing unlocks, and then as you advance the ages, your civilization evolves and stuff, and they get new stuff, and it's cool. It does get very complicated towards the end, but you can like tone it down too. So like say in a regular game you're playing against like 8 other civilizations, you can make it like 4. You can make it a smaller map. You could do stuff like that to make the game go quicker. And so
Oh, got you.
Yeah,
Like in
the
Mario
regular
Party.
game,
You
like
can
in
do
Mario Party,
you can do 10
right.
turns, 20 turns, or 50 turns. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, so you can trim it down a bit, but it's definitely a heavy one.
Well, what's the price on that one?
I think it dropped. I think it was 49 when I got it for 44 because I think I got it used. But
You got it used?
yes,
Oh. That's smart. I would probably buy a physical if I got it, if it's available, because
yeah, they had one copy at the GameStop.
Yeah.
It might have been just the last one they had in stock because I think I spent 50 or whatever.
Civ. Let's look at the price.
There it is. Oh,
Oh, it's a full $60 retail game.
oh, I got it for like 40. It was on sale.
Cool. Yeah. I mean,
I guess
I think it was on sale recently.
I think it was too. I think the Christmas sale. It was one of the ones.
Cool.
It's fun, yeah, and they have all these videos to help you with it too.
Neato. Yeah, it looks really in depth, and it looks like something I would enjoy.
Yeah, like each of the hexagons is like a, you know, a little piece, and there's like like the boat back there was like one of your maneuverable guys and stuff like that.
How long does it take to finish a game? Like how many hours?
Like days. Like if you do a full game, it's like I should have started a short game, but I started like a full game just right out the bat. I played the tutorial for a little bit and I was like, okay, I can play this. And then I like started a full game and I'm not even done.
How long is your...
And I played
when did you start it?
I played the whole time I was at my in-laws. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah. Because it's so long, but it's fun.
That's cool. I like that kind of super deep, system over
and I
system.
can pick it up. I can pick it up and like look through my guys and know exactly kind of what I was doing.
Yeah.
Because I remember how I was expanding. I was trying to take over the coast, being a warlord of the coast, controlling all the waters.
That's how I'm gonna introduce you now. I'm gonna say, and Michael Fredland, warlord of the coast.
Arr.
And you need to do that every time now too. Okay, that's it. We got our catchphrases. Good job, everyone.
We're pirates.
Close it down. Yeah. Well, Civ sounds great, and if I find it used somewhere, I'll probably pick it up physically. So
yeah.
I can sell that bad boy when I'm done with it.
Yeah, I bet used you can find it pretty cheap because it's really particular.
Yeah.
What's your next game?
My next game. Okay, this game. This game is called Everything. And right off the bat, if you really like experimental, weird, artsy
everything, do you like everything?
No. This game is not for people who like everything. It's I'll explain to you what it is. It's very existential.
I'm already having a crisis.
I don't even know if I should call it a game necessarily. It's more like okay. It's a reincarnation simulator. That's what I'm going to call it.
It's an experience.
So what you do is you start as an animal, a goat or a giraffe.
Is this the
And
one where you roll weird?
yes, this is the one where you roll weird.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
there's no like animation for each character. You just kind of like you're gonna see,
Roll.
you guys are gonna see in a second. You're like
Yeah.
it's like as if like you drew up you have a 3D model of a dog, but there's no animation and you just like
Here, I got it.
yeah, you roll. You just like and it looks really weird.
Like this horse.
Yeah.
It's just like
It goes like that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm a gray wolf. Here I am as a wolf.
no run.
And so this is how you walk. And you can do lots of things. You can find other wolves and get them to follow you, or you can make
Oh,
them
it
go
froze
away.
for me. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, and so you, they're all like different characters. Are you just the one wolf?
You're
Wolf?
one wolf, but you can make other wolves follow you, and then you can make everybody dance. I can also choose to
Befriend the penguins or
be a
eat them?
no. I can be a penguin. So how do I do that again? Wait, I forget how to do it.
You're doing a wicked trick right there. Stand on your nose.
I know. Forget how to do this. Oh, there we go. Now I'm a penguin. And then you have to beat the penguin for long enough. Look, the penguin doesn't roll. The penguin waddles, but the freaking character doesn't even move. Okay. So the whole thing is that you can go in and out of different planes of existence, right? Like right now, this is pretty human-sized things, or I can go down to being
Like microscopic?
I can be a little tiny plant underneath my foot, right? And now I have to be this plant long enough so I can become something smaller. Right? Look, there's a little spider guy. So now I can go be whatever kind of plant this is. And then eventually you can become like an oxygen molecule. Which, I mean, it's a pretty interesting idea on the surface.
So it's like inner space.
Inner
You just
space.
keep shrinking.
Yeah. Like you just keep shrinking. You can also get infinitely big. So I can become the penguin again, and then I can see if I can find a tree or something to become. I don't know. It's not really doing me any favors right now. Like you can become a tree, and then you can become an island, and then
Become the elephant.
You can become a continent. Let's see if it lets me become the elephant.
You can become a continent.
Yeah, you can become a continent, and then you can become a planet, and then you can become a solar system, and then you can become the entire universe, and then you're just the universe floating around, moving and going nowhere. So that's what I'm showing you right now is about the extent of the game. Is running around, finding other things you can become, right? So now I'm one of these folly plants.
I think you're a seed.
Yeah, I'm a seed. So, and you can float around, you control the seed. Now I guess I have to wait until I land or something. Oh, what else is there I can be? I can be this plant. This is about it.
How come you can move as a plant?
Yeah. I mean, I don't, they had to sort of give you movement options,
That's
I
frightening.
guess.
This is frightening.
It's very existential. And then you get to these places where a dude starts talking to you
About life.
Yeah, he'll just be like what is a thing?
You're strawberries.
Define a thing. You can't do it. The only good answer I've ever heard to that question is a thing is a noun. Well, yes, a thing is a noun.
A person, place, a thing.
It's very. Here's the thing. It's very boring. If you want Breath of the Wild, just play Breath of the Wild.
No, but sometimes you need a break, and sometimes you just want to be strawberries, like walking across the screen.
Yeah, it's fine. It just sort of is what it is, I guess.
Ooh, are those onions? Can you be onions? They look like
Yes.
onions.
No, like literally anything you see, you can be.
Be that mushroom right there. Not
Uh,
that mushroom. That mushroom.
this mushroom.
Yeah.
Okay,
Boom.
now I'm a ladybug.
Oh, that's cooler. Can you fly? No.
No. And I think as a ladybug, I can get to the smallest plane of existence, which is like molecules and stuff. Here we go. Now I'm a
What?
dust particle, and there's my giant ladybug body. So it's pretty trippy, right? Like it's kind of
Right.
cool. Now
Oh,
I'm some kind of germ thing. Yeah.
sickle cell.
It just sort of that's the game.
Yeah.
What I'm showing you right now is literally all you do. You fly around, you do whatever. You can literally just let it go on autoplay.
I was about to say you just put it on and then like have a
Yeah.
party at your house.
There's literally a setting for autoplay,
Yeah.
and then it just plays itself and whatever. It's like a visualizer.
That's
It
cool.
was $10, and I can't really recommend it because it's not a game.
It's a screensaver.
It's a screensaver. It's eye candy. If you want to like put some weird music on and play it in the dark and get high, then that sounds like a good idea. But
And then you could be this fuzzy pickle here.
you can be the fuzzy pickle. I mean, I don't know. It's just sort of
I like
is.
that there's also like snowflakes because I didn't realize it was cold.
So now
They're-
I am what?
Oh, you're a piece of salt
Piece of
because
salt.
you're very salty.
I am salty about spending $10 on this game.
But
Anyway, that's this game. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's fine.
I like it. I thought you seemed excited about it till the very end.
It's just listen, for the first 30 minutes, it was really fun discovering how big you could get and then discovering how small you could get.
And then that was it.
And then that was it. And then I quickly moved back onto Sonic Mania because
Smashy rolly speed time.
it is what it is, because I want to play a video game. I don't want an existential crisis necessarily.
I am a very big fan of existential crises.
Well, you're the target audience then. I would be okay with it if I had time to waste.
Yeah, it's just like it just seems like an app.
My game time is very limited, so I can't waste time on it, basically. Like, I would love to be able to waste time, but I just don't have that luxury right now in my life.
Totally. I mean, that's something you could let your kids play.
I don't really want to freak them out.
You think that would freak them out? It's just so simple. Like nothing's going
Yeah,
on.
I don't know. It's fine. I'd rather them just play Mario.
Mm. I find plumbers way more confusing than rolling wolves.
Well, that's because you're weird, Michael. That has nothing to do with Mario. And it has everything to do with your weird brain.
It's true.
What's your next game?
It would have to be Inky's. What is it called? Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find
Bendy.
this on the eShop.
Yeah, it's like a survival horror-ish.
Oh, it sounded way more whimsical than you're describing.
It's like Epic Mickey looking, but cell shaded, and you're like in a cartoon, like an old timey's cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
And there's these like billboards of this bendy guy that you constantly see, and they like haunt your nightmares. So as you're playing it, they like just appear.
Oh.
So, that guy, that was him. And now I want to like buy the plush because I saw a plush the other day. But Kurt got this.
What genre of game is it? Side scroller, point and click adventure?
It's like survival horror-ish. Like you're
Okay, but how do you control the guy? Oh, it's first
Like
person view.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
First person, you're walking around. I knew it would eventually show it in this trailer. But yeah, you're just like looking for little things. Kind of almost I mean, I didn't feel any real threat until there's like a couple chase parts. Because there are definitely bad guys. Like there's a zombie type character. But this little cardboard cutout like haunts you the whole time. It's really cool.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa,
you
things
fight
are
like
getting creepy.
yeah, you
Okay,
fight
so
like evil.
it's a first
You
person survival horror game.
yeah, and you fight like evil Inc. It feels pretty basic. It feels like one of the first Resident Evils. Like
Yeah.
nothing too elaborate going on, but it's really pretty. It's the art style's really cool. Everything's like sepia, like
I
cartoony, and
like
then
that
you
cell
start.
shaded sort of everything's hand
Yeah,
drawn cartoony look.
hmm
Yeah.
it's really cool. There's a couple. If like, do you see that goo character? There's a few characters that are like, you know,
Super
not
creepy.
just yeah, not just flat, not just cell shaded. So they kind of like are jarring when you see them
Yeah.
because it's like, oh, it doesn't fit with the rest of the look.
Yeah.
But it's really fun. Yeah, see, we haven't even gotten that far yet. I haven't seen that guy. But I'm watching Kurt play it, and it's good. It's creepy. That guy's creepy. He like comes out of nowhere and he's weird. It's like, all right. And in this world, there's just living, Disney characters, and this creepy cardboard guy. He scares me. He's like a demon. I don't know, but it's dark. I liked it.
Cool.
We still need to finish it, but
$29.99.
it's been out for a while, but it's fun on the Switch. I like it. I like it a lot.
Nice. Well, that sounds like if you're into survival horror games, that would be
Right.
your Oh, it's Rooster Teeth.
Yes, and it's Rooster Teeth.
Yeah. Cool. There in Austin.
But yeah, first person puzzle action horror game. It felt really puzzly, and we just got to the part where it was like you actually had to kill bad guys. And then I was like, oh, okay.
Cool. I don't like those kinds of games, so I will not be playing that. But
I know.
if that's your jam, then
I
jam
like
it up.
existential crises.
Yeah, you should play that game.
Like existential crises.
Crisis.
How do you plural?
Crisis. Crisisy?
Crisisi? Crises.
Crises.
Existential crises.
Yeah, that's definitely
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
That's definitely what it is. Okay, my next game is Sine Moria EX, which is Grasshopper Studios' old side-scroller shooter game. Yeah, I mean, if you like shmups, this is about as good as you're gonna get. It's really, really fun. It has an interesting health system where you don't really have health, but you have a limited amount of time to beat the level. And if you get hit, time gets taken away. So you're already racing the clock, and you have to try to not get hit because, there's not a lot of great ways to get time back,
Right.
So I'll show you a little bit of the gameplay, but the graphics are really, really good. And there's a few different ships you can choose from, and they all have different upgrades and power-ups, and they all move a little differently, so you can play through the whole game. You can play through the whole game with one ship and then like switch to another one. It's kind of a different experience. But yeah, it's your basic shmup, modern shmup with
Oh yeah, you like these.
really good graphics. Yeah, but the graphics in
pretty.
this are really pretty. I mean, it's super steampunky, and they just did a really good job with the music and the dialogue. Look, there's this whole laser part where you're like James Bond style trying to get through. Oh no, all my upgrades.
I like how 3D it is.
Oh yeah, it's super 3D. It's 3D to the point that like sometimes it's annoying how 3D it is, where like not all of the barriers are very clear.
Oh.
It's kind of hard to tell what's going on all the time. But yeah, it has a very long upgrade system where it takes 6 or 7 upgrade little pellets to get to full power, which I like. I like having various degrees of power within my genre. It also has slowdown. You can manipulate time, so if I need to like maneuver very intricately, but that also sort of has a meter of its own that you have to watch. So there's a lot to keep track of, but if this is your jam, you can do worse than this one. And I think normally it's fairly expensive. It's like $30, but I got it for $8 when it was on sale on the eShop. It was like super cheap for a little while, and I nabbed it for $8. So I feel good about that purchase. See, look, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 upgrades. This is 4 upgrades, and I like barely have any spread.
That's cool.
Yeah. So anyway, it's pretty basic, but if you're into shmups, you could definitely do worse. It's a side-scrolling shmup, so you don't have to do tate mode or anything.
Sounds like you're calling it a schmuck.
Shmup. You're a
It's
schmuck.
a schmuck.
Get out of
It's
here,
a
you schmuck.
Side-scrolling schmuck.
You're a side-schmear. So I don't have a whole lot to say about it other than I really
good.
like it. And I don't know if it's still on sale, but if it ever goes back on sale for under
I think all
15,
the sales ended.
Yeah. No, there's still, I mean, there's always stuff on sale, but.
True, but like all the big ones.
Right.
Holidays.
If you find it for under 15, I'd say go for it. You're going to have tons of fun, lots of replay value. Controls are tight. You can play it with a stick and feel good about it. So
that's cool.
Yeah. What is up next for you, Michael?
I randomly decided to buy, I bought Mario Party.
Oh, yeah.
I had people come over and I was like, I'm just going to buy Mario Party.
Okay, you could do a better review of it than I can because I played single player and it was it was absolutely just fine.
But my first play through of it was with like company. So like I bought it and then just like put it in and was like, let's play this. And so it wanted to kind of tell me a story because it was Mario Party a little bit. And I was just kind of like, so I kind of had to skip through it a bit, but it made no sense. It was just vague.
Yeah.
And then, we're at a party, blah, blah, blah. But the neat thing is you can now get like a secondary character with you. And then you can use because you have your own block. As always, you like hit the dice block. And then you get a secondary special dice block for each character. And they've talked about this in the news, like people were trying to do the math to figure out which one's the best to use. But I mean, I'm not paying attention to that, obviously. But you can then pick up a secondary character and then use their special dice block. So you can have different combinations of the dice blocks based on, how far you're trying to move. Because some dice blocks will have, 3 10s and then a couple zeros, and then other dice blocks will have just ones because it's just for moving short distances, that kind of thing. I mean, there's no real.
So you can choose. You can choose.
You could try to be strategic with your dice choices, but it's still Mario
Look at these
Party.
handsome people.
It's not too vague, but it was fun. My left Joy-Con has the issues, like from the first.
The drifting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, not even drifting. Like it just doesn't. It registers everything a second late.
Oh, the connection issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because mine's one of like the first Switches that came out, but when it's on my Switch, it's fine. But when I was playing this, I had to like switch out some Joy-Cons and like, to try to configure it, just because we couldn't use that one. But
did you guys do the Toad's minigame things where you put the tablets on the table? Oh, you only have one Switch. So
I have 2 Switches, but I only have 1 copy of Mario Party. I think you have to have. Oh, maybe you don't.
I don't think so.
I thought you did, because I should try it, but
okay.
I didn't try that, but I thought we needed 2 copies of what's it called, Mario Party, in order to do it. Because I don't know if they speak to each other like the 3DSs did. Because the 3DSs talk to each other. That's why we were able to do like the one card stuff.
I'm sure it's possible somehow.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Anyway, I'll look it up.
Up.
But yeah, it was fun. It was a little frustrating with the connection issues, honestly. So that kind of like tarnished the whole thing. But
that sucks.
Because but the games were fun. They were easy to figure out.
Yeah.
It was a little like it wants you to do like thumbs up and stuff, which is a little weird to like get you to bond with everybody, because you're like, these are like notorious like friendship ruiner type games.
Oh right, yeah.
And so like in between rounds, it's like everybody move your thumb at the same time, and you'll get extra coins if you like all successfully do it. And it just shows you with the Joy-Con, like moving the Joy-Con a certain way to make a thumb up symbol. Like,
oh my god.
Yeah, I know, it's just very Nintendo.
I need to play this with friends. I own it.
But you do.
But I need to play it with friends.
But yeah, that's probably the only time I'm ever going to play it, because, I mean, I don't have friends.
Well, you and I need to get together and...
I was going to say, you just need to come over and play.
Yeah.
And then we can try the two tablet thing, too. in case we need
Yes.
to. But yeah, it was good. You know, if you like, it's just one of the staples. Like I justify it because there may be a chance at some point where somebody can't handle my board games and they can't handle a harder game, and then we can just all play Mario Party. You know, who doesn't know how to play Mario Party?
I know, right? What kind of heretic Nintendo fan doesn't know how to play Mario Party? So we're gonna jump into. I don't have any other games to talk about. Do you?
Um, I none that I bought. I have some that I found stuff about that look really interesting.
Yeah. Let's look into some of this news that dropped because there's a couple cool things to talk about. Okay, what do you think about Nintendo's president talking about Nintendo possibly not making consoles in the future anymore?
I think that everybody says that.
But the president of Nintendo said that.
I don't know. He's new. I think he's trying to mix it up. So maybe he will go that direction. But
I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Like I would imagine, although I guess nobody can tell the future. And
it's true.
He's basically just saying like, I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe.
Because Microsoft said the same thing. But Microsoft, I think, is going that route. I think they're going for more of an online push.
Yeah, they definitely are with their online, with their subscription stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they could go that way, but I mean, if it's just going to be like their mobile games, that's going to suck.
Yeah.
Because I am not a fan of Nintendo mobile games.
Yeah. I mean, me neither.
I've played all of them, and it's just none of them. It's like, all right.
Yeah, me too.
Except Pokemon Go, but it's just mindless to me, kind of. I don't know.
I'm trying to find what the new Nintendo Switch online games are.
Oh, it's Link.
Oh, Zelda 2.
Yeah, Zelda 2. It's it's one of those special mode ones. Yeah. So I think it gives you a bunch of stuff.
No, it's not.
Isn't it? Isn't it one of those selects or whatever?
No, they have to drop the actual game before they give us selects.
Oh, then it's the game.
Yeah.
Should I look it up? Do you want me to look it up?
I'm trying to look it up. I can't find it.
I'll find it.
The other one is Blaster Master.
Yes, I was going to say it's a shooting game.
So Blaster Master is one of my favorite NES games ever. I have Blaster Master Zero that came out for the Switch like when it launched. I don't know that I'm going to spend a lot of time with the old one because the new one is so good. You know? It's like basically a remix of the old one and it's better, so I don't know that I'll play it.
Wow.
But
that sounds like a Dan problem.
It is. But I'm willing to go back to Zelda 2. I've played it for like 2 seconds here or there, but I always just get mad and stop playing. So
well, maybe same with me, because Zelda 2 is more like on my, because with the leveling up stuff, I like all that.
It's more of an RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also Zelda 2. So it's like
that's a very good point. Very true.
It's just a lot of killing those little slimes. Just like
yeah.
But no, yeah, like if I think they'll come out with, what is it called, the special edition?
SP.
The re-release is that what they call it in the Nintendo online store?
Yeah.
Like
wait, what do you mean?
When they re-released the game with like a special mode, like how they added Zelda.
Yeah, just SP, Super Mario.
SP.
Like, Metroid SP, whatever.
That's right. Okay, so yeah, whenever they come out with Zelda 2 SP, I think then I'll be like, oh, okay. I think this whole SP thing is a really good idea.
Me too. I love it.
Because like I've gotten Nintendo games before, and it's like, oh yeah, and then you're like, oh, it's so hard.
The Zelda one was the best.
So it's nice to get a little bit of a like gift from Nintendo.
The first,
like, oh, here.
When they did the first Zelda one, and it was like, oh, here's all the things you can get on the world map before you even go into a dungeon. You just feel so powerful.
For that 5 seconds, you get hit a couple times.
Well, yeah.
But
it's Zelda. What are you gonna do?
No, exactly. But it's fun.
Gosh, I just remember hearing about that news that somebody was data mining and found mention of Super Nintendo games.
I saw that too, yeah.
Online app, the Nintendo Switch NES app, and I just, I really, really friggin' hope that happens soon.
Yeah, SNES games.
Super Nintendo is totally my generation. Oh, that reminds me. I got these bad boys. These bad Larrys.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah. The Nintendo NES controllers for Nintendo Switch Online. They are very good.
Do you play with them on your connected to your Switch?
No, I'm not an idiot. Oh,
You
what I
can.
got? You know what I got for that? I already showed you this.
Yes.
The D-pad Joy-Con, which I like a lot. I like this D-pad. You know what?
I'm sad about my Joy-Con.
It doesn't feel too different from the NES controller one. It's just a different shape. Anyway, this is legit. This is where it's at. I use these to play Sonic Mania. I use
Really?
them. Yeah. Oh yeah. They're so good for Sonic. You need that D-pad for Sonic. Super responsive. They feel just like the originals. I mean, I'm so happy with these. And I just, they just feel so good. And when I look at them, I'm just happy. They just make me happy to look at.
They spark joy.
They really do.
Marie Kondo would be very proud of you. She would let you keep those.
I have a funny picture I took a picture of the Switch out of the dock with these connected to it, all squared off. And it's so friggin' goofy looking. I can't believe they did that.
Yeah,
I want a pair of Super Nintendo ones, though.
SP, why couldn't I remember that?
I don't know, because you're weird.
Whatever.
But I just so want Super Nintendo ones so bad.
Yeah, they'll be cool.
Yeah.
Those I'll definitely bite the bullet on.
Yeah.
The NES ones, I was like, oh, I know me. I get excited about a NES game for 5 minutes, and then I sit down, play it, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But you're good about it.
I burned through specific NES games.
I like the like the shooter ones and the
Yeah.
I like Yoshi's Cookie, that kind of stuff. Tetris for the on the old systems. It's just the ones that get a little bit more hard. I'm like, oh, I forgot how old I am now.
Mario 3.
I was gonna say Mario 3 though.
Oh yeah, Mario 3 is legit.
And Dodgeball.
It just feels so good to be playing Mario 3 with an NES controller. Like it really is. I was worried about because here's how I grip my controllers. This is how
like a claw. You do the
this.
claw.
I do the pinky finger and the pointer finger on the top and the bottom, and then I use my thumbs in the middle, and that's how I hold it. Because it's probably the most comfortable way to hold an NES controller because it's a giant square.
That hurts.
Yeah, and it's just like, yeah.
I hold it where it like stabs my palms.
That's probably why you can only play for 5 minutes, dude.
But that's how I played it when I was a kid.
Well, that's funny too because you were 4 years older than me.
Yeah, but I didn't get my NES till I was 6.
Oh, okay.
Or not even 6. I was like 9.
Yeah, my older brother got his with
my neighbor had it, and I used to watch
with Mario. Like probably, he probably had this thing before I was even born.
I was the kid that was in the neighborhood that would watch everybody play for hours. We would all sit there and it wouldn't be my house, and the mom would look at me awkwardly because she's like, shouldn't you be going home? And I'd be just like, but I'm watching this. I was that kid. That was me.
That's pretty funny. Yep, I love these. If I'm a crazy person and I love them.
I'm glad that they bring you joy.
They do. Highly joyful. Yeah. Did you get anything else fun for Christmas? I don't know if we talked about that on the show.
I got a lot of things I needed.
Oh, like adult stuff?
Yeah.
Ugh. I got like socks, and I'm like, sweet, I like socks. I needed socks. My wife got me this really comfortable underwear. I got like over $100 in eShop credit because people,
nice.
Well, people would ask me what I want for Christmas, and
you're like,
I'm not going to try to explain like I want Ark Survival Evolved physical on the Nintendo Switch. It's like they're not gonna know what that is.
I
So
got
just
a
give
lot
me
of.
eShop credit.
I have a Amazon wish list with board games on it that I want, and I always get usually gifts from that. So I did get a good few board games.
See, I need to do that. When I see something cool, I need to just add it to some wish list somewhere and send
Yeah.
that to people. Yeah.
I gave that to my mom like one time, and it's like her favorite thing now. She
But
loves it.
I buy things when I see them and I like them. Am I weird? Am I the weird one?
No, I talk myself out of stuff, and then I have to like convince myself then to go back and do it.
Yeah. I just decide on things very specifically, and it takes me a long time to choose exactly the thing that I want. Most of the time because I have really bad cases of buyer's remorse if I decide I don't like something after I buy it.
Well, that's why I talk myself out of everything.
Yeah. Like
Like
looking at
I'll
this
pick it up and then I'll put it back.
looking at this everything icon is giving me buyer's remorse again. So I'm just like, oh, why did I buy that? Blah.
Everything has a
Everything.
reason.
I don't know. The screenshots sold me. The concept seemed cool. There's just no game
No,
here.
I saw the thing for it the
Yeah.
other day. I was watching a bunch of trailers.
Right.
That's unfortunate that you feel that way.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, world. It's just not for me. Did anything else cool happen?
I saw like this interesting game that's coming.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about stuff on the horizon.
There's this game, I forgot what I was watching, but like they were talking about this game called Monster Sanctuary, and I think it may already be out on Steam, but it's like Metroidvania like and like Minecrafty Terraria, but it's like side scrolling. So it's like what's that one called? Terraria, right?
Yeah, Terraria.
It's like Terraria. It looks like Terraria, but you can raise monsters. So
Oh.
like monsters you meet out in the world, you can like befriend them, level them up, and then fight with them, and they join you. And
Cool.
it just looked really neat, and it's still, and it has that kind of world, simple, graphic wise, but I liked the whole monster raising aspect. It kind of gave it like the RPG stuff I like, and it was pretty. I love pixel anything,
Neato.
but that looked really cool, and I'm not sure when it's coming out though. I'll have to figure that out, but somebody was talking about it. And
This game here looks really, really good. Feudal Alloy. It's called Feudal Alloy. It's like a side-scrolling adventure game. And the upgrade system looks like the kind of thing that you would see in like a SteamWorld Dig game, where it's like really intricate and you can kind of choose what you want and you have different weapons. But the art style...
Feudal Alloy,
yeah.
You said?
You're a robot. You're like a robot knight, and you have a sword. It's kind of cartoony looking.
Cool.
Side-scrollery combat platformer.
Right.
I'm just really intrigued by this art style. It looks like a storybook.
Nice.
Yeah, and like, I don't know. It looks really cool. All the customization and gear you can get.
What was the first word again? What
Feudal.
alloy?
Feudal.
Feudal.
Feudal. You have a fish. You have a fishbowl on your head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
This does look cool.
Yeah.
It's like really whimsical looking.
Yeah, I mean, I like games with a cool art style, but more than that, just the systems.
It's
and
side-scrolling?
The combat looks really cool. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. And it looks like it's a cartoon. Like
yeah,
you're living a
that's
cartoon.
right. It looked like a storybook that I would like read to my kids. It's really cool.
Absolutely. There's a lot of these like fishes in a bowl thing going on. Like everybody's a fish in a bowl.
Yeah. So
that is
looks
cool.
Cool. Smite is coming out on January 24th. It's free to play.
Smite!
That's just like a MOBA, right?
I think so.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, it's one of those. Oh, yeah. I'm sending you the link for Sanctuary. You need to look.
Did you play any of the RPG Maker games?
No, but like in theory, that should be my jam.
Oh,
like,
me too.
You know what I
dude.
mean? Write my own freaking RPG.
Yes, please.
I could do that.
But like, I'm afraid that I'm gonna get it and then never touch it because it's so complex.
Right. I had RPG Maker for on Steam. I got it like on some humble bundle sale, and I kind of started getting into it, but then I like, you know,
Yeah.
it was exactly that. It was like too much. So I was
Hmm.
like, ugh, I can't fully devote the time needed to this when I should be worried about passing my classes, not teaching myself to write an RPG.
Right.
But yeah, because that's coming out soon, right?
Yeah. What's the date on that one? The date on that one is, where is it? Oh, February 26th. But then right after that, on March 1st, is Toe Jam and Earl Back in the Groove, which looks so great.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was coming.
Yeah, man. I'm so down for that. I'm practically, I should have just pre-ordered it on the eShop because I'm definitely going to get this.
That's very your jam.
I'm so down for that. I want to play it with my
It's
brother.
your toe jam.
Yeah.
Are you gonna play with your brother and just start crying?
No, I don't.
You're like, I love
No,
you.
no.
That's
Yeah.
what I would do. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you would. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was, okay, so this website that somebody was talking about on the Nintendo Switch subreddit,
Mm-hmm.
eShop-index.app. It's called the
Oh,
eShop Index. And what they did was essentially they just cataloged all the games on the eShop, and then they opened it up for user reviews, and you can rate each game, you can add them to a wish list, that kind of
nice.
thing. And it's just like a way better version of the eShop that Nintendo has.
It's sad that they. It's just like so hard to search.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it is. It doesn't need to be that hard, but for some reason it is.
Like a lot of the other um, e-shops, I definitely can tell that they're trying to sell me stuff, but something about the way they organize their games into groups just flow.
Yeah, it just makes
That
sense.
that Nintendo just needs to grasp, I
Right.
think. You know what I mean? Like if there's a certain event, then like they have the icon sometimes and we get those like emails, but if it was just like they'd update it that website, it would just be the eShop, it would just be so much better.
Yeah.
Like just having the what's hot, like isn't it right now it's just what's the top selling
Yeah, and
top
like you can get to a place where everything's listed and you can refine your
right,
search, but it takes so long to get there.
right.
Yeah.
Something about if it was all just like on the top or on the
Right.
left hand side or something, be better. Anyway, sorry. Lamenting.
It's fine. Anyway, it's the URL is eshop-index.app. And you can get there. And you can create an account and you can just start logging in and writing reviews for games. So yeah, I like it. It's
Oh, that is
good.
cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's very simple right now, but the developers are on the subreddit and they're talking about like, hey, if you have any ideas or if you want to
Oh,
add a
and all the
tag,
games are tagged.
they're all
That's
tagged. So
awesome.
you can go like, oh, I want an action adventure fantasy Metroidvania, or I want a
Yes, because I
horror
feel
platformer.
bad for games that don't realize like when they're releasing how what is going to happen on that eShop. Because
Right.
I've seen good games get buried,
Oh
and
yeah,
it's sad.
it is sad.
Well, that's awesome.
So yeah, I recommend that. I like it. I have an account. I wrote a scathing review for Hollow Knight.
Really?
Yeah. I got 5 thumbs up for my review, but like I just wrote that it's a waste of time. It's just frustrating and a waste of time, and it's cool. I love the art style. The controls are tight, but it is a huge backtracking waste of time, and that's my scathing review.
Burn.
It is. It's quite a burn. But, that's how you help people. And just because I didn't like it doesn't mean that everybody has to not like it.
True.
True.
So do you know about the Sega Ages thing? that they're doing with the games they're releasing on Switch.
Yeah, but they were delayed or something, right?
But do you know like how they're handling it? Did you hear about that?
No.
Like it's like the SP format in the games on the Nintendo Online.
Okay.
So like Fantasy Star is
Hmm.
going to be released under Sega Ages, and I was reading some stuff and people were wondering, why they're releasing that with the whole group of Genesis games that came out and stuff. But it's because this version is going to be the Sega Ages version. So it has better overlays, it has better maps included, full item descriptions that they didn't have on the original Sega title. So
That's
it's like,
amazing.
yeah, so they've, because it's an RPG. So they've taken this old RPG and given it a couple things. And the way it is the game is still in the center, kind of like how the other games that you play right now, how there's always the box,
Yeah.
and then the maps and stuff is added on the outside on the overlay.
Um,
So
that is amazing.
yeah, so I'm super excited because I'm like, I'll get Fantasy Star because they've added this stuff to it,
Yeah.
and it's just like when you go back to play Final Fantasy, it's hard because it's like it's the original Final Fantasy.
Well,
It's
in
like
a
I
lot
wish
of
it
those
had
games, you're expected to have the manual with you,
exactly, and
and
it's just
we
we
don't.
don't play like that anymore, right? And then even for example, Fantasy Star, the way the dungeons work, it's very like you almost need grid paper, like when you play it to write out where you're going
Right?
because it's the view. And so this way the map is right there. That's awesome.
Yeah. That is really cool.
And then apparently, because I had never really played Fantasy Star because it's hard, and like there's item descriptions that are abbreviated in the game that it just doesn't tell you what it means, which is crazy, right? But it was an S game. I mean, it's a it's not an S game, but a Sega game,
Ah.
OG. So it's just that's interesting to me. So now there's the item descriptions are there, but they're on the outside, on the border. So I'll probably definitely buy it. It's probably gonna be like $7.99, whatever.
Yeah, that's totally worth it.
So, but yeah, so that's what's cool about this whole Sega Ages thing. It's because they're hopefully gonna do it with all their games. Like give them little tweaks, add a
Oh
little thing.
man, that would be so awesome. Yeah, I know they added the
Right.
drop dash to Sonic 1.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But and was that also Sega Ages?
Yes.
See, yeah. So they do little quality of life improvements, which
That's
is
cool.
not necessarily a bad thing to me.
I'm not buying the Sonic the Hedgehog one because I now basically own that game twice, so.
Yeah, dude.
But,
But yeah, I thought it was a smart move on Sega's part
very
because
cool.
Nintendo's obviously doing it with this SP route, and it's
Sort
smart.
of. They're not
Sort of.
doing anything beyond
Uh,
emulation. They're just they're
Right.
just
I
dropping
mean,
you on a safe state.
true. The Sega Ages is definitely the next step.
Yeah,
Which I
that's
think
like
is a
emulation.
good step.
That's like development level emulation where you're like adding things actively to
Right.
an old game. I like that a lot. I'll definitely pick up Fantasy Star.
Yeah, right. I
Yeah.
feel like that just totally makes it accessible. So I'm excited about that. But cool. I'm glad to know something Sega related that you didn't know. I was hoping.
I'm not
I
the
was
biggest
like,
Sega fan in the world.
I know you just like Sega, and so I just was like, I'm gonna see if Dan knows. I even like I starred it in my notes.
You have notes? I don't even have notes for this show anymore. We're just
I'm
running.
thorough.
We're just running and gunning.
No, I shut up. I just I have a pad at work. I'm always using Google Docs. I'm addicted.
Google Docs is where it's at.
Like if I think of stuff for my D&D campaign, just open a Google Docs, jot it down real quick.
Yeah.
Move on.
It's good. Do you have anything else in your Google Docs you want to talk about?
There was another game that I saw that like got buried, like we were talking about in the eShop. It's called Forgotten Anne. I watched somebody play it, and that's also made the rounds already. But I know it came out on the Switch, but it looks like Studio Ghibli. Like it's like a cartoon. It's like watching a cartoon, and the cutscenes looked kind of neat. But it is a game. It's about like the land where forgotten items go. And you start out like you're under the control of these people, almost like what's her butt in Final Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the very beginning, how you're like being forced to do all the Magitech stuff.
Yeah.
It's like she's being forced to do that with like these forgotten items. But the neat thing is like, Roger Rabbit, everything's alive. So it's like, and everything's a cartoon, but it was real pretty to watch. So I can't say hands-on like how the game plays, but the story looked like it was there.
It looks like a puzzle platformer. Okay, it
Yes,
looks
puzzle
like
platformer.
one of
Yes.
those really well animated quote unquote platformers like you know the one I'm talking about.
Did you say Braid? But that was really old.
No, they're older than that, like retro game.
But yeah, because I was watching somebody playing it, I didn't know what he was doing because like I just caught it in the middle.
Yeah.
But it was definitely like some sort of puzzle he was trying to figure out.
I mean, it looks super pretty.
Yeah, no, the cutscenes were neat. The story looked kind of neat.
Is it
Like
like
I
a,
stopped watching because I didn't want to get spoilers because I was like, oh, I might play this.
let's see, is it a like a point and click adventure?
No, you control her, as far as I could tell.
Okay.
And like,
It might be like a point and click adventure like The Fall. Where
yeah,
it's
I
like
can see that.
you can move, but it's not strictly a platformer. It's really just a puzzle game.
Yeah, no, maybe you're right. Maybe I saw her doing spells like away from her, so maybe it was mousy.
Yeah. I like The Fall. I have both the first and the second one on the Switch.
You might like this then.
Okay.
It seemed kind of cool.
It looks like it has a really solid story, which is what I'm all about.
Yeah. And it had like a fun looking art style. The characters were interesting because they're all like things.
Yeah, that might be worth checking out. Before we close up, I'm just gonna look on my wish list and my eShop because I always throw random stuff on the wish list if it looks cool. Let's see. Oh, Gunman and Clive HD collection comes out soon. Did you ever play Gunman and Clive on the 3DS?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
That's fun.
It's only $4 for both of them.
Like how much the original was. That's good.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Heck yeah, dude. Let's see. Hive Jump, 4-player platforming shoot 'em up Venus. Let's see. Okay. Earthlock I can take off because I tried the demo and it's boring. Okay, this game, yeah. Try the demo. It's fine. It's just kind of slow.
That's a bummer.
Block Quest Maker. Okay.
Yes, I looked at this today.
Yeah,
yes,
it looks really, really cool.
It's kind of cute.
You
right?
basically just design top-down view Zelda dungeons.
Yeah, like so, it's like kill these 3 beasts to open this gate.
Yeah.
And it's like rudimentary like game design.
Exactly. I mean, it looks like Minecraft, but I think it's more of a customization game than it is a survival game like Minecraft.
Right.
Is. Yeah. It looks like it's really easy to control too. You just kind of flip between stuff and make things.
It's like that Mario design game. Oh my gosh.
Mario Maker?
Mario Maker.
If Mario Maker was 3D, I guess.
It's like Mario Maker, but like Zelda overworld.
Yeah. The only thing I'm not sure about is when you actually go in to play the games.
So did you buy this?
No.
Is this the demo?
This is just the video on the eShop.
Oh, the video.
It just looks a little simple when you're actually in there playing it. You know? But it'd be cool to do some cool complex stuff with it.
Right.
Put a boss in
I
the
think
room.
that's where it lies.
Yeah.
Like it's with the possibilities.
So might be worth checking out. It's only $15.
I might wait though for a price drop. Personally. Yeah. Because I definitely want to put that on a wish list. I didn't know how much it was though. I was thinking 10. But maybe it's more in depth than I can tell from the trailer I saw. I'll have to read about it.
What is this?
Iconoclast.
Iconoclast. Do you know what that is?
I've definitely heard about it.
I think it just looked interesting on the eShop, so I put it in my... It's a side-scrolling action platformer with some kind of story. It just looked cool, so I put it on my wish list. Everspace.
Oh, you have Moonlighter on your wish list. I love that game.
Yeah, just waiting for a price drop.
It will.
Yeah.
That one's been out on Steam for a while.
Oh, I can take Armello off my wish list because I bought it.
You got it.
Got it.
You should try it. We can play together.
Armello?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's not as complex as Civ. It's fun though. Like cool. You're trying to control little areas. It's actually like it's kind of like a good intro to Civ, to be honest.
Right on.
Yeah.
That seems worth doing.
And it's online. It's multiplayer. You play. You can do against the AI, but it gets really like meaty when you play online, and you can unlock better dice sets and stuff with points you earn online.
Coolio.
And everybody sees your dice because you roll it on the screen.
Whoa.
I'm selling a game you already bought, but still, it's a great game.
I mean, I'm gonna play it, so.
Yeah.
Unless it just gets buried underneath the pile of games that I bought.
I think you should try it though. It's very unique, and if you like board games, I think it scratches that itch really well.
I also got Grim Fandango.
I need to get it
remastered. It was on sale, and I bought it, and I'm never gonna play it because it's just gonna sit at the bottom of this pile.
I love Grim Fandango.
Here's a few other games I never played. Opus: The Day We Found Earth.
What's Gris? Do you have Gris?
Oh,
is that one with the girl?
No.
Is that Gris?
No,
right
that's
there?
Voez.
Oh.
That's the dancey game. Oh, here's Frost. You recommended that. Also, never played it.
Dude, try Frost.
I will, dude.
when you need to like zen, chill out, put on Frost, play the tutorial.
I need time. I'll tell you what. My wife is going out of town soon. And
she's taking the kids?
No, but when the kids are
I
in
was
bed,
gonna say, I'm so okay. I was like, you're gonna have the kids the whole time.
I'm gonna stay up super late and just play Armello just for you.
So you'll be nice and exhausted.
I'll stream it even, yeah, and then I'll get the next day and be like, I played video games all night. Meh.
The kids will be crying. You'll be sobbing. It'll be beautiful.
Everybody's crying.
Right.
It's worth it for the video games. All right, I don't have anything else to say.
I don't either. I went through all my notes. Oh wait, Gradia 1 and 2 remastering's coming to Switch.
Grandia.
Grandia. Oh,
yeah,
I put
man.
Gradia.
Grandia is
That's
where
different.
it's at. Probably one of my favorite battle systems of any RPG. It's just so fun. It's this like little like circle that everybody's in, and all of your attacks are movement based.
Yeah,
so
I'd never played it.
You like aim around the circle and like choose who you want to attack. And some attacks, if there's enemies in line, then you'll like attack them through it, and you can do extra damage. It's very strategic.
Yeah. It's one I missed. It seemed neat.
Story's kind of whatever, but I really, really liked playing it on the Dreamcast back in the day.
Cool.
Grandia 2 is the one that I played. Or
cool.
3?
Because I had gotten rid of my Dreamcast by that point.
I think 2. 1 and 2 were on the Dreamcast, and 3 was on the PS2.
I had mine for like a hot minute.
Yeah. Anywho, when does that come out?
I don't know.
Or maybe they don't have a release date yet because we didn't see it.
I just knew it was announced.
Yeah. Mario Brothers U for Switch, whatever. Yeah. What do you got?
I have a good wait. I have a good wait before there's anything that I direly need.
Yeah, me too.
I did just get a new headset for my PlayStation, so I've been playing Dead by Daylight a lot.
Ooh, I'm about to get a new phone.
Hey,
that's exciting.
Nice.
Cause look at this.
Is it cracked?
Let me see if I can show you this. Do you see
this?
Yeah. Look at that.
I can see myself.
Look at how cracked that is.
I feel like I'm in the Matrix.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, anyway, that sucks.
It sucks, but I get a new phone, so.
Well, cool.
Gotta love those gadgets. I'm such a gadget head.
It's true.
Yeah. All right, let's end it.
Thanks
for listening to the Nintendo Show. My name is Dan Caparello. If you want to tweet at us, we have a Twitter account at the Nintendo Show. We also have a blog at thenintendoshow.com.
You have the YouTube too.
The YouTube is at the Block Fort, but maybe I'll just make its own YouTube channel because it'll probably be way easier to find than the Block Fort on YouTube. We stream all of our podcasts on YouTube while they're doing it live, and you can chat with us, and I may even respond. Send us questions.
If he feels like it that day.
send us questions and discussion topics. You can send those to Twitter, or you can email us at podcast@thenintendoshow.com. And last but not least,
Do it.
Do it. Groovy.
Groovy.
It's Earthworm Jim. I was reminded of that game this week, and I really want them to drop that on Switch at some point. We'll see.
I bet.
Groovy.
Groovy.
Okay, goodbye, everyone.
Bye.